Hello, everyone. Welcome to this lecture. Today, what we are going to see is have an AI agent fetch balance sheet of any given company ticker. It will use Yahoo Finance API to go and fetch the data. And then we will use OpenAI to analyze the data for us, give us its prediction, compute some ratios. It's a very simple example. You can see how easy it is to analyze a balance sheet using LLMs or OpenAI. In the previous lecture, we had computed all these ratios ourselves and given some if-else statements that if this ratio is greater than X amount, then this is the prediction. If this ratio is less than this amount, then this is the prediction. But right now, we are not going to hard code any of such codings. We will let OpenAI do it for us. All right. So the packages you would need: pandas, OS, Y Finance, OpenAI, .env, and typing. And the way you can install them, if you don't have them already, is simple: pip install, give all the packages name: OS, pandas, Y Finance, OpenAI, .env, and typing. This is how you're going to install all the packages. Now, this is again assuming you have Python 3.1 greater than 3.12 installed. If not, please update. You would do brew install Python or brew update Python. If you do brew install, it will automatically update on Mac OS or in Unix environment. So what we are going to do, what you need is a file with .env extension. Okay, what you would need to do is, in the folder in which you are going to type the script, you would need create a file with name .env, and it should contain one entry, key value pair. So should be something like this. The contents of the file should be something like this. OpenAI is equal to whatever your key, some key, okay? You need an OpenAI key, which you can create an account with OpenAI and get the key, okay? This is just a dummy key, but you need your real key. So you would need these. These two is the basic in the same folder as in which you are creating this file. Now what you do first is load this .env file, okay? So that you get the OpenAI key. You need the OpenAI key to access OpenAI. Create an instance of the client, OpenAI client. Now here is your class financial statement fetcher. It's actually not just a fetcher, it's analyzer also. This is like the constructor of the class where you pass self, nothing much you do in the constructor. This statement, get financial statement, we'll get financials. We're getting the frequency yearly, okay? So here, this one, get attribute, ticker object statement type. So what you do is ticker object is equal to YF, which is the Yahoo Finance. So because see here, we are importing Y Finance as YF. So we are giving an alias so that we can access Yahoo Finance with this extension, YF. Now if frequency is equal to yearly, get attribute, ticker object. So the ticker object would be whatever ticker you pass in, and the statement type. So statement type is the financials here. So you just get the ticker object, don't do much about it. This is the regular error handling, and then you return that data, okay? So you're returning the data, okay? So if data is not none, you're returning the data, which is a pandas data frame object type, okay? So returns a pandas data frame object containing the requested financial statement, or none if nothing is found. Then you use this data and you pass it to this method, analyze balance sheet. See how easy it is that we don't have to compute anything. And OpenAI will do it for us. So this, remember this client instance that we created, OpenAI client right here. Okay, so we are using this client, and this is how, this is the, if you have OpenAI 1.0.0, this is the way you call it. Earlier versions had chat, OpenAI dot chat completion dot create, but that's removed. Now it is this client, or whatever the variable name you have given to OpenAI, dot chat dot completions dot create. You give the model as GPT-4, temperature. This is important here. This is the prompt, AI prompt. Okay, so you're giving multiple messages. You're telling OpenAI you are an expert AI trained to provide financial statements, to provide financial statement analysis based on financial statements. So we are giving OpenAI a role that you're a trained AI expert, okay, trained to analyze the financial statements of any given company. And then we say, and see the role. So you're giving the role as system, and here you're giving the role as the user now. So now we give whatever data we get it, okay, the balance sheet data, we are providing it here. So now what we do, tell it, OpenAI, analyze the following data, compute some important ratios, and provide your insights. Now the Yahoo Finance API, this one, returns 4 years of balance sheet. So 2024, 23, 22, and 21. I guess 4 years of balance sheet details we are going to get from here. And it will compare all the 4 years changes and provide us the insights. Okay. The response that we are getting, we get the choice is 0 because it's a whole, the response itself is doesn't make sense. All we are interested in the first element of that array and the message and the content of that. Now here we create the instance of the class. Right now I'm trying to find Google financial statement analysis. Okay, whatever the income statements you get, you pass it to here, analyze balance sheet. Okay, here it is. So whatever you get it, you're passing it here to analyze. Okay, so let's see this in action. So this is the earlier one. Earlier my runs, I had Apple and then I had some other company. So let's run it. The way you will run it is Python this. And if you see ls-altr.env, see I have a .env file in this folder. I'm not going to show you the contents because it has my OpenAI key, actual key, but this is what you would need actually for it to work successfully. All right, so now let's run Python balance sheet.py, simple, run it. OpenAI will take some time for analysis. This is the output that we got from Yahoo Finance, which is very fast. As you see, oh, it got from 2023. Okay, 2023, 22, 21, and 20. This is of Google. OpenAI is analyzing this data. It takes some time, and there it is. So see the net profit margin, and it shows also how it computed, okay, is 24%. Similarly for 22, it's this. So the company's profitability has been fluctuating over the years, but it's maintained an average of around 24%. That's the insight that it is giving. The EBITDA margin, the company is quite healthy, which indicates a good operating efficiency. See, it's comparing for different years and giving its insights. Efficiency ratio cannot be calculated. Operating margin is this, so which is quite good. Again, it's saying it's fluctuating, but it's maintaining an average of 27%, which is good. Liquidity ratio cannot be computed as current assets and current liabilities are not provided. Leverage ratios cannot be calculated because certain fields are missing from, or pieces of information that is needed is missing from the balance sheet data. So, and then it provides a summary. In summary, the company's profitability and operating efficiency are quite strong. However, the data for total assets, liabilities, and equities are missing, making it impossible to calculate important ratios. It's also worth noting that the company has considerable amount of unusual items which could be affecting its profitability ratios. These items needs to be investigated further to understand the nature and impact on the company financial health. So this is Google's analysis. Okay. Because we had passed Google. Now, if you see it before, this is another company which is APA. Oh, sorry, it's not Apple, it's APA. I didn't change that. Now that has different ratios, and see how in my previous one it computed the gross profit margin, and it said okay, it increased, indicates the improved efficiency because it had the data. Operating profit margin, because the different companies report their financial statements in different format. Some include some expenses, some don't include, some have some different header, so it cannot be generalized. So here operating margin has improved drastically from 4% to 41% in 2023. Okay. Net profit margin has improved significantly from minus 108 to 34%. Imagine. In 2020, this company APA, Apache Oil, it's an energy industry, it was going in losses, and now it's in the positive territory in 2023. The earnings before tax and deductions are also improved from negative went to positive. So from the above ratio, it can be inferred that the company's financial performance has improved significantly from 2020 to 2023 in terms of profitability and operational efficiency. Okay. So, and it also gives us insight that it's important to note that these ratios should be compared against industry average and other competitors which are there, okay, to compare the relative performance. So as you can see, you need not be an AI, you need not be a financial expert, but you can use the LLMs now to get some basic understanding given the financial statements. Okay. All right. Hopefully now you're inspired to create an OpenAI account, use OpenAI more. This code is not in public GitHub repository, but if you need access to it, please DM or comment, leave comment there. I will share the GitHub repository URL so that you can download the code anywhere. Okay. Again, very simple. Use Yahoo Finance to get the financial statements and use OpenAI to analyze the data without knowing anything of mathematics or how financial things are analyzed. We use the power of LLM to work for us. All right. Thank you all for your time. See you all again in the next lecture with some new financial analysis or some other analysis. All right. Thank you.